2012, I was a pedestrian and I was hit by a car, and I was self-employed, so there was no way to get workman's comp or disability or anything like that because I was self-employed. And after getting hit, I was having a hard time making rent then and waiting for a settlement. And that settlement went in no time because between catching up rent and then catching up people that's helped you pay rent before and paying them back, friends and stuff, you know, so it was just, yeah, it just took a toll.
When that happened to you in December, and that was the last thing for you, that breaking point and that turning point, what was it like for you that moment, if you can remember, when you knew it was happening, when you were not going to be in your apartment anymore?
In shock, you know, because I just always thought something was going to happen. There was going to be help there. There was going to be some organization, you know, I thought there was going to be something to help. And then reality, there's food stamps. That's it. There's no other help unless you have children under 18, you know, or unless you're old enough to collect Social Security. There's no help for you. No help. No help out there.
How old are you?
I just turned 53 in September.
So still young.
Yeah, kind of like too young to feel old and too old to feel young. Kind of right there. Just don't know what to do with myself.
Are you out here longer than you anticipated you would be when you first came out?
Yeah. I just thought it was going to be like a month or two and help was going to be there, and yeah, and it's not.
Did you have any experience prior to being out here with people who were homeless? Had you had any experience prior to that?
Only being a small business owner, I was never really against, like I just wanted him to, think something tragic should happen to them and they should be wiped off the face of the earth, but I was a little leery being the small business owner because we had a back stairwell behind the parking lot, and I was always there alone at night in the park, walking across the parking lot, so I was a little leery. But I always would give, my dollar bill change to somebody standing with a sign, or I would always do that. I would never, frown upon that or turn somebody away from something that I felt like they needed something, so. But I did think a little bit different, but then I feel like this is why, because my life will never be the same again, even when I get back on my feet, I will find some way to help, to contribute.
And how do you feel differently now as far as people who are homeless? What have you learned?
They're not all bad. Not everybody wants to be out here. There's anywhere from physical illness to mental illness, to drug abuse, but sometimes being out here for so long, it can change somebody sometimes too. And especially if there's, mental illness in it too, and it's just sad, and it's just a shame to see that there's not more help than there is.
How often do you have to move on a regular basis now, especially without your car?
Well, everybody's taking bets on how long I was, because when it got so windy and rainy, I just said, screw it, I don't care, I'm putting up this tent in the park. Like right on the other side of that tree, and 5 days later, the police ran me out. I'm surprised that it was that long, though.
Oh, really?
So, and then that's when Steve said I could come in for a couple days and put the tent under there. So now I'm just like back to square one, don't know where to go. Excuse me? Yeah. Better homes and garden. Yeah, you bet. Yeah.
How to make your campsite just
like home. Huh?
But I guess it is, because then you got your stuff.
I'm thankful for this spot right here.
So where do you have to go after this then if you got to leave the spot? Are there shelters? Is there a place you stay in?
No, there's no, because of the dogs.
Right.
Yeah. And I had a friend that wasn't feeling well, so he was getting to take a rest there, so waiting for it to open. Yeah.